Hi everybody. It's me, Renee. Today is Monday, July 20th, 2020. 2020. Today marks the new moon in Cancer for the year 2020. And so I did a Cancer reading. I pulled some cards for energy. Pulled them off screen. Shuffled pretty good. I'm using a couple of decks. Um, used Moonology Oracle cards, and I used the Everyday Tarot, the mini cards, to help clarify. Those. And I was gonna pull from uh, the Black Moon Astrology, um, as the final card, but I haven't pulled those yet. So, but I've been working on the other ones. I did a 3-card spread for the past, present, and near future energy. But I want to say a little prayer before I get started. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, spirit guides, angels, archangels, and ancestors, I ask that you use me as a vessel to give whoever is listening to this message the message that they need, the guidance that they need. Please use my body as a vessel, purify me, protect me with your divine protection. Give me strength, give me energy. Please bless those that are listening to this message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Okay, I used a 3-card spread and I started with the Moonology deck. The first card that I pulled in the place of past energy is communication is key. It's the new moon in Gemini. And what I'll do is I'll read from the Oracle book of what these cards mean. So the first one was this: communication is key. The second card in the position of present energy is: what do you need to release? The waning moon. The third card I pulled in the place of future energy is: expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. And the overall energy card I pulled at the bottom of the deck was: prosperity lies ahead. The new moon in Taurus. Now, all of these cards that I pulled, these Moonology cards I pulled, they don't have to be pulled in the current moon phase that we're in right now. But notice how 3 of them had new moon mentioned. 2 of them were new moon in a zodiac, and the other one was a new moon eclipse. And then the other card was just waning moon. Now, I believe it's given a more powerful message because those new moon cards were pulled during the new moon. Now, the first card is new moon in Gemini. I'm going to read you what it says in the book. Here's the card. I'm on the wrong page. Of course, there it was. Okay. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or a neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card also suggests you've been too frivolous lately and you need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. It says to attune to the moon, you should write a list of all people that you love and that you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. So basically what this is saying that it's time to communicate with someone. It's time to talk to someone. Tell someone what it is that's on your mind, what you've been feeling, perhaps about a certain situation. Now, what I did was I clarified this card with the Everyday Tarot mini cards. The first card I pulled was Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is like prioritizing, putting yourself first. You may have to put them off and upset them, but there's something that you need to do, and in order to do that, you need to put yourself first and take care of business. The second card I pulled to clarify the communication is key card was the Tower. The Tower is the ending of something. It's a lot of people look at the Tower as negative energy, bad energy, but it's not necessarily true with every situation. It depends on what's going on with you or the situation. It could be, I just look at it as something happening to you, something happening for you and not to you. A lot of people think of it somebody doing something to them and this is happening to them. No, things happen for you, not to you. They happen for you to open the door for something else to come in. So you have to have Tower moment with every situation, every event in your life. There has to be a Tower moment. Something has to end in order for something to begin or to open up. Almost like the Death card. It's not necessarily something dying. It's just something not working out. Something not being completed. And it puts you back at the beginning of something else. Something that is meant for you. If you understand what I'm saying. The Death card is different. Death card is something dying. Something ending. In order for you to begin anew with something else. Tower card is something just not working out. Not necessarily dying, but just not working out. Say for instance like the Tower on the card. It's on fire, lightning is striking it, and the person is falling from it. So you know if it's on fire and lightning is striking it, most likely it's going to get destroyed. But that doesn't mean it can't be rebuilt. See what I'm saying? It means it can be rebuilt. You can come back to it later. Right now, it's not meant for you to be there in this particular situation. So things have happened to where it gets torn down and you have to get out of it in order to go someplace else. So I'm thinking that this, what I'm feeling is that this communication is key card is saying that something happened. It's in the past position. Something happened. Either something happened to where you had to put yourself first and you hurt someone in the process, or you upset someone, made some people or person upset with you, and it ultimately put something on hold or took you from one thing to another, or something happened to where a situation occurred, there was a tower moment, and in order to take care of yourself, to get past this, you had to take care of yourself. You had to put yourself first. But now it's time to communicate with this person or these people, to let them know what was going on, to open up to them. You don't have to, I'm not saying put 100% trust in them and tell them everything that happened, but at least start off slow and let them know how you're feeling. Get in touch with them. If you don't feel comfortable with text messages, because text messages are funny. I know personally I've gotten into many arguments with people because text messages don't explain, they don't, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't really portray how you're feeling. You can say something in a text message and someone will look at it in a certain way, and the way they're looking at it, it looks offensive, or they get upset by it, or it looks like you're cussing them out or you're fussing at them or whatever, and so they take offense and they answer you something back, and then before you know it, you're in an argument, you're upset and mad at each other, and it was over something really simple, something that was sent in a text message. So basic communication to someone that you're having an issue with, or that you've had an issue with in the past, send them something simple. Keep it simple. Use the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, sweetie. The more simple you keep it, at least it lets them know that you're trying to get in touch with them, that you're not, that you want to open up communication. And then call them on the phone, or do FaceTime or Zoom, or the Google chat room, or something like that. In person now, because we're still in the middle of a pandemic, that could be impossible, depending on where you're at. You guys could be located long distance from each other, so you can't see each other in person. So video chats would be good. I mean, at least you can see the person's face and you can hear their voice, compared to a text message or a letter or an email. I'm not against those. I'm not against text messages, emails, or letters, written letter, but it's just seeing a person's face and hearing their tone. It's so much better. It's better communication. It's better than a letter. It's better than a text message. So, I'm just saying. But yeah, this is past. It could be a couple of situations. It could be something happened in the past to where you lost communication with someone, and now is the time to get back in touch. Especially now that we're going through this pandemic, because a lot of people have downtime. People that are not considered essential workers are not still working in the hospitals and that type of thing. They have a lot of downtime. You can get in touch with someone. You can look someone up and say, hey, been meaning to get in touch with you. I would really like to talk. Send them a little message like that and set up a time to do a video chat so you can get back in touch with them. And plus, anyway, it's like unfinished business. You don't want unfinished business. Especially in these days and times. You never know what's going to happen. There's so much going on, even during a pandemic. So to keep things at a certain way with someone that you had a disagreement with or a fight, You don't want to leave it unfinished. It's not just for them, but it's for you. So you can have peace of mind. So you can continue working on yourself. That's part of shadow work. It's cleaning up things. You know, cleaning up things in your past. Okay, for the second card I pulled, what do you need to release? That's for present. This was in the present position of the spread. This is the waning moon. The waning moon is like things falling. It's like falling away. Things falling away. Things reducing, getting smaller. The waning of the moon is after the full moon, when the full moon starts getting smaller and smaller, and you see less light of it, and it gets small, and then it turns to the new moon. Completely black, where you can't see it in the sky. The waxing moon is when it starts getting full again. You start seeing the little sliver, and it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's full. Okay? So waning means falling away, getting smaller. And I don't really have to read the book to explain this card. What do you need to release? Everyone needs to release something in order to grow. You can't go through life doing the same thing over and over again and expect yourself to get better, expect yourself to improve. Especially, you know, everyone has faults. Everyone has things about themselves that they can improve. So repeating the same behavior and over again, you're not going to improve. It's going to stay the same, or it's going to get worse. You're going to start waning, getting smaller, reducing. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose contact with people. You're going to lose your home. You're going to lose material things. Things are going to get smaller. It's not going to improve. So we need to release negative things, or things that are affecting us, things that are not serving us any good. Things are not doing us any good. And that includes emotional baggage. That includes people that aren't really good friends, people that aren't good husbands, people that aren't good lovers, people that aren't good wives, people that are not good bosses, good co-workers, good teachers. Anyone in your life that does not make you feel good about yourself, that does not make you feel good about the relationship, you need to drop them. You need to upgrade, move up, level up, because they're not doing you any good. If they're not making you feel good about yourself, or feel good about them, or feel good about the connection that you have with them, then you need to let them go. You need to release them. Because you're going to be stuck in a rut. You're going to be stagnant. You know what stagnant means? Instant stagnant water. Have you ever spelled stagnant water? It stinks. It's disgusting. It's ugh. It's putrid. It doesn't do anything any good. It's just sitting there rotting, smelling horrible. It's not doing anybody any good, and especially itself. It's just a puddle of mess. So you don't want to be a puddle of mess. You don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to rot. You want to grow. You can't grow when there's people that are trying to pull you down or keep you where you're at, keep you standing still. Now, the cards that I pulled with this, to clarify, the first one I pulled was the Hermit. I pulled the Hermit, Ten of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. Now, the first one I pulled was the Hermit. A lot of people when they go through things, when they go through bad things, not bad things, I'm sorry, when they have a situation that creates, I'll say it, when they have a situation that creates a bad part of their life, a bad situation, a bad experience, a negative experience, they retreat. They go into hermit mode. And I know you probably heard that before. I've been in hermit mode several times in my life. And this last relationship that I just ended, I went into hermit mode immediately. Was in hermit mode for months. And I would say just within the past 6 months, I came out. I started being more of myself. I started, not myself, but my new self. I started making more friends and soul tribes all over. Not just my regular tribe, family tribe, but I have soul tribes everywhere. And my personality has changed. So it changes you. When you go into hermit mode, you don't just sit around and feel sorry for yourself and cry into your pillow and cut everybody off and don't talk to people, that type of thing. Hermit mode means you spend time with yourself, try to figure out what it is that you're doing wrong, what it is that you're doing that's keeping you from succeeding, keeping you from reaching goals. You spend time with yourself, you pamper yourself, you treat yourself well. You don't keep trying to get in touch with the ex or get in touch with the people that hurt you or get in touch with try to go back to the job that fired you or that type of thing. You go into hermit mode. Hermit mode means you retreat from everyday life so that you can create a space of introspection. You be able to create that space and try to figure out what is it that you're doing that's keeping you stagnant. What is it that you're doing that's keeping you repeating the same negative behaviors that give you these tower moments? Okay, the second one I pulled was the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in upright means happiness, happy family, everything's good to go. But Ten of Cups in reverse means that you're seeking something, you're seeking harmony, and you're trying to figure out what's going on in these connections, in these relationships that's keeping you from being happy. It means that you're seeking something better than what you have. Because right now, whatever it is that you have, you're not feeling that Ten of Cups. So cups are all upside down. That means everything's pouring out. And the people are staying on their heads. So this is not happy family. This is something's not good. Something's not right. Not happy family. Something's going on with this connection that's got you looking elsewhere. Got you looking for harmony and happiness elsewhere. Okay, third card for the what do you need to release is the Three of Swords in reverse. This means to let go. You need to let go of any hurt. You need to work on core issues. Don't let anybody trigger you. You need to work on what's going on. So, what you need to release, this is current energy. What you need to release is things that are triggering you, that are making you upset, that are making you not happy. You need to release things that are not letting you find harmony in your relationships. And that could mean people. Just letting people go. Doing the hermit thing. Just let them see you every now and then out in public, going to the store or whatever, but cut people. That means, this hermit means cutting people off. Hermits don't talk to people. Hermits don't hang out. They don't go to the club. They don't go to parties or anything like that. Hermits, they stay to themselves. You may see them every now and then, but for the most part, they stay to themselves. And all that time, all that downtime, you're getting to know yourself again. That means whatever it is that's got you unhappy, you're seeking it within yourself. Trying to find the answers to what's triggering you. What's triggering your core issues. Okay? So, in the time of release, you're releasing all that mess that's making you unhappy. So that you'll find the answers within yourself. But you got to do the work. And I'm not talking about be a hermit for a couple of days and then go back to the same old mess that you was doing. No. Hermit mode means going into hermit mode. That means taking time. At least 30 days. Cutting people off. Trying to figure stuff out. I know it's going to be hard because I've been through it. At least a couple of times. I've been through it. It's hard. Especially with relationships. Cutting people off. Not taking their phone calls. Not answering their text messages. Not looking at their social media. I mean, cutting off. Cutting off. Cut off. Cut it all off. Cut it out. Okay. The third card I picked was Expect Powerful Change. The new moon eclipse. Now this one I'm going to read. Wait a minute, let me find it first. New moon eclipse. It's in a special section. Here it is. Sorry. I'm sitting right next to the air conditioner, so I have to wear a jacket. I know you're like, okay, it's like hot and humid. Why is she wearing a jacket? So I'm sitting next to a big giant air conditioner. Okay. Okay, here it is. Okay, expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. Be prepared, it could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever's happening now is happening for a reason. You'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There's nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Okay. So it's saying basically, if you were waiting for a signal or sign, this is the sign. This pandemic is the sign. You've been wanting to do something, start something new. Now's the time. This is your signal. Okay, so the cards that I clarified for that are taking notes. I took notes. It's my son sneezing. Okay, the cards I pulled to clarify that, the expect powerful change, are the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, King of Wands, and the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so the Nine of Wands reversed. Okay. This means you're struggling for something, and you're getting ready to give up, but don't give up. Keep fighting. Focus on the task at hand. Don't be defensive. If people go to offer help for you, don't be defensive and paranoid. Okay, because they're not out. Not everybody's out to get you. You have to use your discernment. You know, when people offer you help for things. But basically, whatever it is you're dealing with, you're struggling with it, and you're almost about to give up, but don't give up. Okay? Ace of Swords reverse. Okay. You have a new idea, but you're not willing to let anyone know about it just yet. You're either not sure that anybody will like it, or you feel that so much is going on. You're having a mental block. You know, stress has got you flippy floppy. You know, scatterbrained. So you feel like you can't tell anybody yet, or let anybody know what it is yet. And sometimes it's best to keep things to yourself. So this is for a reason. You may want to keep it to yourself for a reason. Because like I said, you know, you have to use your discernment when you're asking people for help or letting them know things. Because although the Nine of Wands tells you not to be paranoid, not to be defensive, you still need to use your discernment and be careful about who you let in your circle, who you tell your plans to. So, King of Wands. Okay. This is Taurus energy. It's a career-focused male energy. Someone who's passionate, someone who's charming, who's determined. They don't play. They taking care of business. Got their shit together. I mean, they don't go out and party. They only go to things for appearances. They don't party to party. They do it for social reasons, so that, you know, to let people see them, you know, let people know who they are, that they're about the business. They make connections, they network, and then that's about it. Other than that, they take care of business. This is someone who's mature. They ain't saying, you know, young buck. Well, I'm not gonna say that. This is not someone who's into games or anything like that. This is someone who's taking care of business. So this is a good one. Okay, the Hierophant reversed. Okay, this is Taurus energy. With this is someone who has a problem with authority, someone who they can do it themselves. They don't need nobody teaching them. They can be their own teacher. They find the answers within themselves. They don't need nobody to help them be successful. They can do it all on their own. Originality. What else? What are the notes? The wisdom that they seek comes from within themselves. So, what these cards clarify as far as this goes, as far as the expect powerful change card, I feel someone, it could be you, someone close to you, whoever gets this message, that you can expect powerful change. Don't stop fighting. Even though you've gone into hermit mode and you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to figure things out, keep working on it. You're going to figure it out. If there's things that you're working on, that you're wanting to work on, don't be afraid to ask. And I'm feeling that this person, whoever this is getting ready to, if they're not already in your energy, they're coming soon. This King of Wands, because he's career focused. He's about the business. He's about networking. And he's mature. He's a visionary. He's ready to lead. He's a visionary leader, and he's ready to lead to get the goal done for a common cause. So, losing my train of thought. So if there's something that you're working on and you meet someone that you feel is this King of Wands, someone who's good at this business that your idea may fall into, network. This King of Wands is out there. He's ready to network. He's ready to get it done. I don't feel love with this. This doesn't say love relationship to me. This says business. So, but I mean, he's mature and he's not playing. He's not playing games. He's ready to make some money, and he can help you make money. He's focused. That's what he does. This is what he does. This is a CEO. Someone who has many businesses, someone who has many flows of income coming in. So you come across somebody like this, if you know someone like this or you meet someone like this, you need to network with them. You need to get with them. You need to talk to them about your idea, because this is the person that's going to help you be successful. This could be your mentor in the business. So this is where the powerful change is going to come from. Expecting the powerful change. Because so far, all the stuff that you've done, you need to release all this negative stuff, the stuff that's keeping you stagnant, because this King of Wands is waiting in the wings. If he's not here already, he's coming. So, future. This is in the future. Expect change. Remember, because we already did the past. We did the communication is key. Remember, communication is key. You know, you need to, some tower moment happened. You need to talk to people, communicate. Tower moment. You need to release some stuff. Do the releasing. Oops. Do the releasing. Go into hermit mode. Try to figure it out. What it is that's keeping you not happy. You know? Oops. Oops. Try to figure out what's keeping you not happy. And then to expect powerful change in the future, in the near future. You're struggling, but you're going to have to keep going. You can't give up. Can't give up. Okay? Okay, you have a new idea. Don't keep it to yourself, though, because this King of Wands is coming. So you're going to have to talk to him. You're going to have to network. You're going to have to use your discernment. Figure out, okay, who's this mature person that has all these flows of income coming in, his hands and all this other stuff. He's making money. He's got a good reputation. He's got a good business reputation. People know him. He's a CEO, you know, or he's just a good businessman. And you're going to have to use the wisdom within yourself. Okay? Use your discernment. Just look for this person. Okay, the overall energy I got was prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. See that Hierophant in reverse in Taurus. You use your discernment. You use the wisdom within yourself to seek this man out, to seek this person out, the CEO, this business person, because they're going to help you with your idea. They're going to help you with whatever it is that you've been sitting on, that you've been wanting to do. They're going to help you with it. Now, I can read this one. Prosperity lies ahead, but I think we already know what that one means. Okay, prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests that you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with the luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Like I said, be stubborn like a bull. Keep on it. Don't give up. And now is a good time to do it because we're in the middle of a pandemic. Okay? A lot of us have not, if we've lost our job or we're working from home, we have a lot of time on our hands to get this thing done. Okay? Now, to clarify the new moon in Taurus, the prosperity lies ahead. I pulled the moon. Ace of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Wands. And the Lovers in reverse. Okay. The moon. You need to connect with your intuition. Listen to that little voice in your head. Something that it is that you've been wanting to work on, something that you've been wanting to do, but you haven't had the time or the courage to start it. Do it now. Hear that little voice saying, okay, you need to get doing it, you need to get busy. Listen to it. When it comes to seeking out that CEO I was talking about, use your intuition. Use your intuition for everything. And I know you know what I'm talking about. That little voice that talks to you, that little feeling that you get when you're going to go do something and something says, no, that's not a good idea. No, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's your intuition. Okay? Intuition. You need to flow with it all the time. Okay, your Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. New beginnings. New beginnings. Creative ideas. Creative spark. Fertile ideas. Things that grow. Okay? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like patiently waiting for the fruits of your labor. You know? Patiently waiting for your hard work to bear fruit. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to say. Waiting for all that hard work to pay off. Seven of Pentacles. Because to become successful at anything, you have to put in some kind of work. Things don't just get handed to you. That's not on a very, 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 very rare occasion will anything just be handed to you to make you instantly successful. Seven of Pentacles is after you've worked hard and toiled, planted the seed, you grew it, you put fertilizer on it, sun was shining down on it, watered it all the time, kept the weeds off of it, and it grew. Now it's time to let it grow just a little bit more so you can pick that fruit off the vine. Okay, you're waiting on it. You're like patiently waiting. You say, okay, this is what's going to happen if I keep taking care of it just a little bit longer. This is what's going to happen. So I have to be patient. I can't pick it off too quick, or it's not going to be good. It's not going to taste good. Okay. Page of Wands. Someone who's newly inspired and excited about life and work. It's you. The overall energy that we're talking about. The priorities lie ahead. You got to get excited about what it is that you want to do. If now is not a good time to start, when? After the pandemic, after you go back to work, find a 9 to 5 that you really don't want to work, that you really don't want to do it now. Do it now. Get excited. Say, okay, this is what I got to do. Make a list. Start somewhere. Okay. Lovers in reverse. When you break up or you end something with someone, you can't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. You can't sit around doing nothing. You can't stop living. You have to keep going. You have to take care of yourself. And I'm thinking this is not necessarily could be a divorce or a breakup with a lover or breakup with a friend. Could be a breakup with a business partner. Ending of a contract. But you have to take care of yourself. Whether it's any of those relationships. Especially the personal ones. Cut those people off. They're not doing you any good. They're not getting you to your goal. They're not helping you. You have to help you. You have to honor yourself by taking care of yourself and come to the realization that it's not anyone else's job to make you happy. It's your job to make you happy. It's your responsibility. Nobody else has that responsibility. It's not their job to do that. They're not required to do that. Okay? You are responsible for that. You make you happy. And I know people, when they get married and everything, they say vows and that type of thing. And the expectation is that your spouse is going to make you happy, is supposed to make you happy. Well, you would like for that to happen, but they don't have to. You would like for them to, but it's ultimately your job to make yourself happy. See what I'm saying? That goes for anything. That goes for personal relationships. That goes for business relationships. If you're in a business relationship with someone and the business is not doing all that great and not making any money, don't have any clientele, why are you still there? Yeah, it may make the other person mad if you get out of the business with them or break the contract or whatever, but you're not happy. So why would you stay there, continuously losing money, pouring it into an empty hole, a bottomless pit? So prosperity lies ahead. Trust your intuition. Okay? Trust your intuition. New ideas, creative spark, new beginnings. Okay? So you can have new beginnings. And then have patience, working on that, watching it grow, so that when the time is right, it'll be ready for you to reap the rewards. Okay? Get excited. Get excited about what's going to happen, about your life, about your work, because you only have one to live. Why waste it on other people that are not trying to do anything for you? Get happy about your life. Get happy about the things that you want to do. Where's my other card? And take care of yourself. Don't worry about the other person, whether it's a business partner or family member. Could be a family member or relationship, a personal relationship. So don't worry about them. You need to take care of yourself. Okay? You need to honor and love yourself more than you honor and love other people. Because how are you going to be any good to yourself and to others if you don't do that? If you're always constantly putting other people first. Can't do that. Okay? Alright, I'm going to pull a Black Moon Astrology card. One last card, and then it's going to be it. Black Moon Astrology. Cancer. And of course, yes, I'm still crippled. I can't. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I take another one. Let me take another one too.
Yeah, doors fail.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, those are so. Yeah. This is this thing.
Okay, thank you. That's my son. Forgot to get the mail today. Okay. One more card. Mercury. Right. First card that came out was Cancer. I feel. Cancers are very feely. And the second card was Mercury. Mind. Okay. Sorry. Okay, these explanations in this book are very long, so I'm not going to go all into that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to find a brief synopsis because it's like 2 pages long. 2 pages long. 3 pages long. Okay. It's funny because this Cancer is the corresponding zodiac to the moon. It's the moon. See the full moon in the picture? Right there in the corner. Off the page. There it is. Okay. It says individuals born under the sign of Cancer are mysterious and alluring, just like their ruler, the moon. A solitary orb that floats alone in the night sky, yet is still very much in sight. When the Cancer card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured emotions are high. You want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. This card can indicate inherited psychic abilities and even witch blood. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feelings, but it can also mean you're in sync with other people's emotions. You instinctively know what to do at the right time. This card also means that family or domestic issues need to be addressed. A mother or maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women may figure prominently women's issues and how women get along. The sign of Cancer is known for good memory and for the ability to hold on the longest, either positively or negatively. So, although it will be hard to overlook any slights at this time, forgiveness is the best response. Okay, and that is Cancer. I feel. Okay, and for Mercury, it's card number 3. Gosh, these explanations are so long. These cards. Okay. For Mercury, mind. And there's a quote in here that says, if you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you. Oscar Wilde. Mercury, the planet of intelligence and talking, is the closest planet to the Sun, also making it the fastest planet to move through the zodiac. The Mercury card suggests you must put effort behind your talk. Let's see, the god Mercury and his counterparts also have very much to do with magic and medicine. When it comes to the body, Mercury rules the eyes, brain, nerves, as well as the fingers and toes. Mercury is the wisdom and the stupidity found in intelligence. When it is not connected to the heart or the feelings, Mercury maximizes the imagination, but can also symbolize the liar when it comes to double talk with mixed meanings. It is the planet of gaslighting, causing purposeful confusion in the minds of others to gain something not really deserved. When the Mercury card presents itself in a reading, it is time to use all of your mental faculties to get your point across. Words and how you use them are very significant. It may mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or talk your way into something. Whatever the reason or occurrence, how you communicate through writing or speaking is of utmost importance here. Composition, writing, or editing may figure in. It is not time to stay static or sit still. Beware of gossip and other scandals. The important thing to remember is that what you say is in the situation can and will be used against you, so choose your words wisely. Okay. Now that comes back to when we were talking about earlier, communication is key. This is saying that you need to use your discernment. You need to think before you speak, because you get going on a subject, you think you know it all, you think you're saying the right thing without taking the other people's feelings into consideration. Feelings. So you're going to have to use your feels, your compassion. Use compassion to figure out what it is that you're wanting to say and communicate. This whole reading is going back to communicating. I'm just now realizing that. The very first card out was communicating. Communication is the key. Communication is the key. Communication is the key. Feel. Be compassionate. Think before you speak. Use your mind. Don't use your mouth to talk to people. Okay? So, you know what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions about the reading, I took notes, but I was trying not to read from the notes because I'm trying to get better at this. But basically, that's what it is. Is if you've gone through something, you're trying to communicate and talk to people, to basically, especially people that are not helping you throughout life. If you find yourself and you're in a situation to where you're in a dead-end marriage or relationship or business relationship, or you have family members that just don't do shit for you, I know it's hard, but sometimes you just have to cut people off, if not for good, for a while, so that you can get your stuff together, so you can get on the right path. Because if you're around these people all the time, they're not helping you, they're not being positive to you, they're not encouraging you, they're not in your corner. And that keeps you stagnant. That makes you start feeling bad about yourself. You start doubting yourself. You start thinking negative thoughts about yourself, that you can't do it. You're not talented. You're not pretty. You're not attractive. You're never going to find, a good man or a good woman. You're never going to get married. You're never going to have kids. You're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. Being around these people that are not encouraging you to be your best it's going to result in you not being your best. So you have to make a decision. You have to figure out what it is that you want. And then you have to figure out what is it going to take to get you there. And sometimes that means cutting people off. Telling them to say, hey, look, I need to talk to you. I know we've never gotten along, blah, 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 but, I love you, you're my family, but this is what I want to do. And if you're not here to support me, then, I'm going to have to cut you guys off for a while, just go and do my thing for a while, and I'll be back when I'll be back. So sometimes that's what it takes. And like I said before, nobody's responsible for your happiness but you. You're responsible for your happiness. So if there's something that you're wanting to do and your family or your friends or your significant other is not backing you up, you have two choices. You can either not do anything about it and continue to stay miserable and then always live with that regret that you never tried to be successful at that thing, or you can start to pursue it. And if they don't back you up or support you, you know what to do. Kick them to the curb. Say, okay, well, I'm sorry you don't support me, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. So, okay, but I hope you got a message out of this reading. New Moon in Cancer. Not sure if the new moon, energy of the new moon was affecting me, but over the past couple of days, it's like I've been really drained. And I was said to myself last week, I need to get a little reading put together. I need to pull some cards. But it's like those past couple of days, just like something just was like zapping my energy. I don't know what it was. But today, it tried to do the same thing to me, but I got up and I kept moving. And I was like, no, because I've been saying I was going to do it, and I need to do it. So I got up, took that purification bath, and did some meditation and got re-energized. And so I was like, no, I got to do it. I'm going to do it. So I hope you liked it. I'm going to do the moon card readings, moon oracle readings, twice a month. I'll do for new moon and I'll do for full moon. I might use my other oracle deck the next time, the moon oracle. It's got 3 different types of oracle cards in it. It's a little bit more explanatory, more detailed reading. But this one took a little bit longer because I've been out of it for a while. Like I said, I had my surgery done and I am not able to shuffle as quick and stuff. So I just did the shuffling and everything off camera and the explanations and stuff afterwards. And I'm out of practice. So I need to get back into the swing of things. Plan on we'll try to do dailies every day so I can get back into, reading the cards and doing the shuffling on camera. But anyway, thank you for being patient with me. I hope you liked the reading. Right now I'm not charging anything, but because I'm trying to get my practice in. But I hope you tune in to my next one. And I'm going to do a daily in the morning. So I'm in it right at 11:11 p.m. Synchronicities. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Okay? Peace, love, and light.